What is a business analyst and how can your current skills land you a salary of 50,000 a year or more? So are you feeling stuck in your current job? Do you feel like you have valuable skills but you aren't being paid what you're worth? What if I told you could leverage skills you already have to transition to a new career working remotely and on a starting salary of 50,000 a year or more? In this presentation, I'm going to be breaking down one of the most in-demand remote professions you probably never considered, business analyst. In this video, we're going to go over what a business analyst actually does in simple terms. We'll demystify the role and show you how it's more accessible than you think. Two, we're going to show you the transferable skills you probably already have, and you can discover how your current experience can translate directly into a BA's work. And three, we're going to show you the incredible benefits of the role, including how much you can earn, lifestyle benefits, and more. And by the end of this presentation, you'll know exactly how to leverage your existing skills to transition into a high-paying, remote-friendly career. Are you ready? Let's go. So a lot of people actually think you need a computer degree or computer science or be a coding expert to get a job like this, and that's completely false, and I'm going to show you why. So what is a business analyst? The simple explanation. So a business analyst identifies business needs and recommends solutions to drive value and efficiency through data-driven improvements in processes, systems, and data, often acting as a bridge between the business stakeholders and technical teams. So they basically help businesses improve, right? They analyze business operations, gather requirements from various stakeholders, and translate these into clear documentation for project teams to implement changes that meet organizational goals. So they're like a middleman between the stakeholders, what the business wants, and the technical teams that's actually going to build things and deliver the project live. Right? So the key responsibilities of a business analyst is analyzing the business problems, investigating the problems, the processes, the systems to understand the root causes and identify opportunities for improvement, right? They elicit requirements to work with stakeholders like the business users, the customers, IT teams to understand their needs and challenges, using techniques like interviews and workshops. They document solutions, right? So they translate these needs into specific and documentations for processes, systems, and data solutions. They collaborate, so they work with multiple different teams. So this is why the role is very highly dependent on good communication, because you're working with different teams, right? Collaborating with software developers, testers, project management, business leaders to ensure the solutions align directly with the business needs. They're a bridge of communication that act like a translator between the business, the technical teams, even the customers as well, ensuring everyone understands the requirements and goals. And then they recommend improvements, right? They propose solutions and improvements that add value, considering cost, risks, and the benefits to the organization. And then they actually help support implement the changes that they recommend. So they assist the implementation by working with the tech teams and working with the actual people who are actually going to deliver the solutions that you recommended. So the key skills is data analysis, right? Basically interrogating data, finding out the problems and the insights that can drive decision making. Process mapping, which is outlining and understanding the existing business needs into processes to identify the inefficiencies, right? Stakeholder management, so you're communicating with diverse groups of stakeholders. My stakeholders are those are influential people in the businesses. So your stakeholders can be your customers, stakeholders can be the actual, the business owner or the investors, etc. Right? And then they get documentation. They create clear, easy to read, actionable documentation, such as requirements documentations for process diagrams. So you visually show and explain your idea and your solutions, right? And problem solving, they're analyzing the business's problems, right? And solving them, helping businesses solve them. And this is why they're so valuable to businesses. So in layman's terms, those are the details. But in layman's terms, they're like a translator, right? So imagine a business wants to build an app. The business leaders know what they want. They need an easy way for customers to order, but they don't speak the language of the technical team, right? The coders and the developers. So the technical team knows how to build things, but they don't always understand the business goals or how it influences the different stakeholders like customers, etc. Right? So business analyst is a translator or the bridge between these two groups. You make sure everyone understands each other so the right thing gets built. Or another analogy is like they're a business doctor. So they diagnose the problem, right? So they ask questions to understand the pain points, why are sales down, why are customers complaining. They prescribe a solution. So you investigate and recommend a solution. That could be a new software, a change in the process, or better training. And then you oversee the treatment. So you work with the teams to ensure the solution is implemented correctly and actually solves the problem. So why you can do this, and your transferable skills. So the most important part is that you're not actually starting from scratch. Most people aren't starting from a zero experience because you're leveraging skills that you use every day. So let's say problem solving, right? If you work in customer service, for example, you solve problems for customers all day long, right? That's a core BA skill. Communication. If you ever had to explain something to a colleague, a client, a customer, that's communication. BAs do this constantly, right? So roles like sales, customer service. If you're in retail, all of these things all leverage communication, right? Organization. If you've ever managed a project, planned an event, or even just organized a team's weekly schedule, you have organizational skills. So, stuff like, being a support worker, if you have to, create different documents, right? Stuff in IT, anything where you have to organize group events, like, if you organize events, if you're an event planner, for example, this is also like a great role for you, right? If you're good at asking good questions, right? If you're the person who's always asked why to understand the bigger picture, then you have the natural curiosity of a BA. So, right. So if you think about it, people in retail, admin, product coordination, healthcare, right? Especially healthcare is a big one. You're working with documents, you're working with people, communicating all day long, right? These are all roles where you have transferable skills to be a business analyst. All we do is we teach you how to apply them in the business analyst context for you to land a high paying role, and one that gives you work flexibility and allows you to work remotely if you so wish. So the benefits of a BA and why you should want this career is that it's very, very great salaries, right? So 50,000, 55 to 75,000, our students in digital business school, our students land that in their very first position, right? And within 3 or 4 years, further down in this career path, there's many opportunities where you can be earning between 70,000 to 80,000 or more. You can even move into contracting where you can be making 500,000 a day, right? When you're stacking multiple contracts, right? So, and then, eventually even 6 figures as you move into senior and BA roles. There's 100%. So there's remote and flexible work. So most roles are either hybrid, where you come to the office like a couple times a week, maybe a couple times a month, or completely remote. So this means there's more time with your family, there's less commuting and better work-life balance. There's a high demand and job security, right? So every company from banks, fashion brands needs to improve, and all these businesses need business analysts. This is a future-proof career with incredible job security. Not only is it a high-paying role, but it's one that gives you the most job opportunities as well, because you work with almost any business in the world, right? So just to even give you an example, for example, right? In the past, let me just do a search from a search, right? In the past 7 days, this is just in the UK alone, right? In the UK alone, over 9,416 new business analyst roles were posted within the last week. This is just one of the over 100 job boards that we provide our students, right? And not only can you land a role in the UK, most of you probably watching this let's say from the UK, but this you can work with any business in the world, so it opens you up to worldwide. Let's just change this to the United States, for example, right? And let's just say business analysts within the past 7 days, there's over 65,000 new job roles posted for business analysts in the US, right? And let's just show the ones with even like some of the highest salaries, right? So let's say 75K and up and refine. There's over 12,000 new roles where they're paying small to 6 figures for business analysts, right? So the opportunities in this role is abundant and it's highly compensated as well. And then you can also make a really a great impact, right? You're not just a cog machine. You're a person that identifies and helps solve a company's biggest problems, and you work directly to impact success. So if you want to transition into a business analyst role, we can help you do that. At Digital Business School, we help people land business analyst roles in under 90 days, even when they're starting from no experience, because we give you the training, we give you the work experience, we give you the certifications. We also help you rewrite your CV. We help you provide you with interview coaching, show you where to apply to, and we're the only company in the UK that actually helps you do the job applications for you. We have a service where we're doing 30 job applications for our students on a daily basis to make it unreasonable that they don't land a role within 90 days, right? There's no other company that does that in the UK. So if this is something that interests you and you want to learn more, then I invite you to book a free strategy call with our team. We'll look into your background, your current skills, and map out a step-by-step plan for you of how you could transition into a business analyst role if you so wish. We'll show you what a journey looks like, answer any questions that you may have, and if our 90-day program is a good fit for you, then we can discuss it. If not, you still walk away with a free, actionable career plan. So don't let self-doubt hold you back from a career that you're more than capable of achieving. Spots are limited, so book a time that works for you, and we'll be more than happy to help you transition into this career role. So thank you for watching this video. You can find a link to book with our team if you're watching this on YouTube in the description, or go out to our YouTube channel, or there should be a link there as well. But thank you for watching this video in its entirety, and I'll see you guys in the next one.